Lawmakers reach a short-term deal to raise the debt ceiling in the U.S. The bill now goes to the House. John McKean from Comprehensive Advisor joining us now to explain how this will impact you. Good morning to you. Thanks for your time.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
What is the debt ceiling?
The debt ceiling is a cap that the federal government places on their amount to finance in order to pay financial obligations such as Social Security, Medicare, veterans benefits, things like that. Things that the people that Americans today need to be able to survive.
When you talk about the debt ceiling and changing the numbers to it, how, for people who are watching right now, when this movement happens, is it going to affect them in their lives every day?
Yeah, so Americans today need to be paying attention to the debt ceiling and inflation. Ultimately, if they don't do something by December 3rd, it could trigger something like a market sell-off. It could impact the cost of goods, which could impact inflation as well. But most importantly, it could affect Social Security benefits for those who need it most. Veterans benefits, for instance, are affected as well. Not to mention that it does impact the rates for credit cards and home equity lines of credit and consumer loans, things of that nature.
It seems like it could change a lot. So if you wanted to do things now to help protect your money, protect your financial future, what are some things that people should be looking into now?
It's a great question. You know, we like to tell our clients the most important thing is for us to set up a plan. And so at Comprehensive Advisor, we do things such as setting aside an emergency fund, making sure that our income is guaranteed, but most importantly, making sure that we're prepared for any type of market sell-off. So diversification is a key component to that plan.
When you say build a 6-month emergency fund, I think a lot of people understand what that means, especially after what happened with the pandemic and with COVID and people having to stay home and dipping into that fund. How much realistically is a good amount of money when you calculate and say, okay, I got to put this much money aside to get through 6 months?
We have a rule of thumb, and usually it's 3 to 6 months. But most importantly, some of us don't have that slush fund available. So we like to say, start small. Let's try to save up as much as possible where we can afford it. But one of the most important components to that is making sure that we're staying debt-free. So that way we can build some savings.
Yeah. I always go back to this line that I have, John, proper planning prevents poor performance. So there are things that you can do now to hopefully reduce the stress if something does happen in the future. John McKean from Comprehensive Advisor, we appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.